bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Toledo's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. To throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Rockets can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miles. Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the field. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bring in the heat. Safe little shovel pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Power football with the run. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Rockets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. NC State quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Miles. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rockets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Rockets line it up with a 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rockets! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fakes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Monroe. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Out comes the offense offense as they get set to take over. Gives it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Rockets are threatening on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Right on the money. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Miles. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Finds his tight end. NC State will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Hallett.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rockets. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Wolfpack well lined up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Makes a connection. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll go to the ground. Wolfpack will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On the move at the 30. Breaks away on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Rockets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's so